Hi, and sorry. I'm just trying to adjust the view a bit. And my dog decided to play. Of course he did. So, yeah, just live because I've been working on the girl, as you can see. And when you see her like this, she's all black. But I can just see if I can take off the iPad and see. I don't know how well she. Yeah, that's better. So this is how she's looking by now. She's quite turning out quite nice, I think. There's lots of blocks of colors on her. I haven't done the back yet. She's this is still needs to be drilled, and yeah, and this part here as well. So but she's coming along quite nicely, and you can see the scarf she's holding, and she's got some yeah, she's got some yeah, also some of her dress is hanging down here, and she's got these threads. So that's completed. And yeah, it's a new store. It's one of the paintings that I bought from Alibaba, and on the velvet canvas. So I was a bit excited about how to see how the drill quality was, and how the canvas was, and the glue and so on. But I haven't had any issues with it at all. I'm just going to sit down because I've been standing up, and I wanted to find the live on my iPad. And I was so lucky that I was gifted a easel from my husband in Christmas present, as a Christmas present, so that's really nice. We've really been enjoying working on that one. So I hope you've all had a good and nice Christmas, and here in Denmark we're the next big thing is New Year's Eve, and in Denmark you're allowed to buy fireworks and shoot them. It's supposed to be a New Year's Eve, but let's see if you hear some crackling noises or some big booms. That's why. Because we went out also today and bought some for our kids. They love it, and it's a part of a Danish tradition. It's always been one of those where people were just arguing whether or not to stop this tradition, but it's just something which the Danes consider as a part of their their New Year's Eve. So a lot of fireworks, and it always it's like prohibited between or from the 2nd January until the 27th of December. So it's only a couple of days they're allowed to buy it, but and light it. But let's see how well we go on. So yeah. We've today I've been off work since the 21st of December. So so we've just been busy, and also, as you can see, I've been doing some diamond painting and just relaxing and enjoying. The vacation I had to work, but I'm able to work from home one day because we are in preparation of the year end in our company, and that means that we're closing the books for the year, and we have to prepare for that one. So I'm going back to work on the 2nd of January. As I am in accounting, it's not the first week of the first year is always a really busy time for us. So yeah, so that's going to be to dive deep out on the deep sea from the beginning of day one. So yeah, but that's always exciting. So how about you? You all doing fine, and are you looking forward to the new year? I don't have any. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have any New Year's wishes or something for myself. I seem never to be able to keep them anyway. So so I just hope that it's going to be a good year next year, and that we can do some diamond painting. And the painting here, as I was just saying, I'm astounded of the quality of the drills. This one, you probably know this one. That's the 939, and they are packed in these separate bags here. As we all know them, it's a really thick plastic there, and so I haven't had any issues with in none of the paintings with drills coming loose or popping outside the bags. So I can just show you for all these things, all these drills that I've put down up till now. I've had this little amount of waste, of garbage, and there's only one drill, which is completely hollow. So that's really astounding, and most of this one is the 310s and the 939s, and then we've got some 37.99. So I have there aren't that many colors in it. There's 25 colors in this painting, and I have some colors which I've already almost filled out. I can see on top of her head, you can't see her head, but on top of her head I've got perhaps 20 left of a color, and I've got plenty drills left for her. So yeah, and the drills in themselves are really nice. There isn't, as I said, there isn't much garbage, and they're pretty uniform in their size. So it's been quite a pleasure to work on her. It's one of those canvases with the velvet backing. I can't really, to be quite honest, I can't really feel the differences in them. It's if you work on they're nice to touch. The back side is nice to touch, but you work on the front side, and that's like the other canvases that I've been working on. Nice and sticky. It's one of those glues which has been laid down in one, and then we've got the, this thick plastic cover on top of it. So yeah, there hasn't been. It hasn't been a challenge, and I can't really see the differences in these canvases. But I always, this is also a square one. I prefer squares. I don't know why I need to do it. I do that, but I just prefer that with dogs and so on. I can just see when I do the other ones, they they come out really really filled with dog hairs, and I always wear a sweater or something, and then yeah, it turns there's hair sticking to it. So I prefer the squares. I think I don't get so many hairs on them. So so yeah. Otherwise, I've been. I don't know if there's any more to say about the painting. I've almost half done. And I don't know. You can't even. I don't know how much you can see, but it's really clear to read. I've been sitting some days where I've just had no light pad on, and it's really clear to read as well. So she's been nice, nice, just a nice painting to work at, and yeah, I haven't ordered anything lately. I have some things coming from AliExpress. I've got I think I've got some I've got some birthdays cards coming from AliExpress. Also diamond painting cards. They've just come up. I don't know if you've seen them. They're quite childish editions, so they're for smaller children, but I'm looking forward to receiving them. They're already in the country. They were quite fast shipping, which I was a bit astounded about because yeah, Kathleen, it's the back of the woman's dress. Yeah, I can just see if I can take you back a bit. I can just take the light of her like this. Can you see her better now? You perhaps can. So she's sitting there. Can you see me now? Can you hear me now, Kathleen? Yeah, she's like this. I'm just going to take you back so you can see her. I hope you can see her. So she's a queen, almost a queen. And yeah, so she's sitting with her back, and she's got I think it's a crown she's got on her head. It's quite dark, but when I did the sorry, I'm just losing you now. When I did the unboxing of the free paintings, it was the one which had the most votes, and so she's quite nice, but it's a dark painting, really dark. I'm wondering how she's going to turn out when she's finished. If she's going to be a bit more bright, I don't know. Let's wait and see how she's going to turn out. I'm just trying to get my light pad back on. It's really weird, my light pad. It's just being really weird. It doesn't want to turn off. I have to cut the cord. So and hello, Kathleen, and hello, Crafting Crochet. What is your name? Crafting with Miss Crochet, and I can't even pronounce it. Crochet and Coffee. So she's nice to work at and on and so on. Yeah. I think she, I think I am able to do her without a light pad. It's not fuzzy or anything or blurry or so. Yeah, it's pretty easy to see. The funny thing about these canvases is, okay, I will miss coffee. And she's pretty easy to see. The funny thing is that the grid lines on her is it's white, and I really like that because you know, when you got a lot of background, it's not seen with the black pearls, but when you put white pearls on the grid lines where they are black, you sometimes are able to see the grid lines. So I really like that they've done that, and then you are able to distinguish the colors, because there is some sense of a grid line where there's light colors. So I don't think it's been more annoying to work on than anything of the other ones that I've got. So yeah, we've just been today we've been out, yeah, finding a new telephone for my daughter. She lost her telephone, or yeah, I don't know. She had it with her to school. She's there's a lot of 939s on it. These are the 939s. So yeah, I don't break the bags before I use them. This whole area over here is 939, and this one as well. So and up here, all of the surroundings are 939s. I don't think there's so many 310s in it. I can't really remember. I think the most was the 939, and yeah, I think so. There's some. It's different color, different. Yeah, and the 823. Yeah, it's 823, which is also a really dark blue. You can't see it, but it's a bit lighter than the 939s. Yeah, bit more dusty blue than the 939s. So it's just a lot of blues, different blues. So and then I was a bit surprised that her dress. I thought she would be more light herself, but she isn't. So yeah, but it's really, as you can see, when you've got the light pad on and it's dark outside and so on, it's really hard to see. So yeah, so we've been out buying a new telephone for my daughter today. So she's dyslexic, so she's not. It's not easy for her to be out without her phone, a telephone. She uses it in her class. It helps her with reading aloud, and it helps her with translated writing and so on. So she's able to dictate in it. So it was really, so we had to go out and get her a new one. So, but we got a good deal, so that's good. Yeah, and then we went off afterwards. We went to the local fireworks store, which pops up now, and Dad and the kids bought fireworks. So so that's going to be nice as well. They already, as I told, everybody's out now, and the children is always asking, when can we go out and light some fireworks? So that's a part of the Danish way to do New Year's. We light fireworks at a good couple of days ahead. So, but yeah, then what have we else been doing? I've been taking down all of our Christmas decorations, and we took down our Christmas tree today as well. We have got the local sports club. They come and collect our Christmas tree, and they drive them to recycling units, and some of them goes to our zoos, in our surroundings, and they're fed to the animals, and so we pay a bit of, I think we pay around $5 for them to come and get it, and then they earn a bit of money on it. So it's a nice way to support them, and for us not having to go to the local dumps, or just throw it out because you don't really use it. It's a bit wet and so on. So it's really nice that they are able to drive them off some places where it can be used well and not just go to waste. So I've done that today together with my husband. You always forget how many Christmas things you get up or you take out during the first the first month, or the month, and then you have to take it all away again, and there's a lot. So, but our dog, we have a small Jack Russell, and he took the life of it. Yeah, I think so. It's a really good idea to recycle the trees because we use a lot in Denmark. I don't know if you use real trees. We have a plastic tree as well, but it's just a tradition in Denmark that we use pine trees, and they come into our house, and it's beautiful, but it only lasts for 10 days, and then they're being thrown out. But now they've just all the local people are joining in and finding ways of how we can use it, than just put it just put it in the dumpster and do nothing about it. So that's one of the main things, that just to try and do something good with it, instead of, because it's such a waste. But it's just one of our traditions as well. So hi.
Are you live streaming?
Yeah, I'm live streaming. So Mary's just here. So
What's with you?
there's 6 with us. So
There are some new people then.
yeah. So they're still up. Here it's 11 o'clock almost. And you got a new phone today, didn't you?
Yes.
Yes, and that's that was really nice. So we had that set up together with Dad, and so she's quite happy about her new phone, and she's able to.
The
So
dog scratched my back. I'm so sorry about that.
yeah, so yeah,
That was very uncomfortable.
yeah.
That wasn't a good idea though.
So I don't know if they can hear you because I've got my headphones on, so I'm sitting talking to them like this. I'm not sure if they're able to hear them. So so they're still up. Our boy has been, he's 13 now, so he's up. He likes to be up really late, and
And sometimes watch iPhone without permission.
yeah, he's such a, yeah. And
Hey
then
everybody.
hi. And then we've got her. She's get better at going to bed at
I
11.
have always been that good.
No, I'm using an easel.
Is that a very popular channel?
I don't know. I've been using an easel at the moment, Kathleen. It's a Christmas present from my husband. I saw Fruttini using it on her channel, and she's been really happy about it. And I've also worked with it flat down, but it's not been that easy to. Yeah, I think I had some sore back, and I think it's nice to have this one, but I also have the other one because she's. I also prefer to just sit with it sometimes. I'm learning this. It's a learning curve because I think it's yeah. She's just coming in and asking. Yeah, I think it's nice to work at, but I also do take it off and just sit with it flat on my table. I think one of the really good nice things with having these easels is that I have been working all over this area. And I don't put my hand or my arm. I don't lean my arm on it as much as I would do with it laying flat. So definitely one of the advantages of it. I don't think that I get so many hairs as I normally get. So if it's easier, you need to try it. I think it's harder to get started. I don't know if you know, if you start in a corner. I started in a corner at the bottom, and I found it a bit more hard to get started on it. But now I think it's really nice. I think I've got a better overview somehow. I don't miss as many yeah, I don't miss as many symbols as I used to, I think. So I've yeah, so I don't know. It's if I'm quite happy with it as it is now, and perhaps I'm going to take it off again. What I'm really thinking about is when I have to restart I'm going to do my my heaven and earth design again. And there I have the the cross stitch design. I have it normally lying above the grid lines. So I have the cross stitch design up here, and then I do a small section at a time. And that one, I don't know if that's going to work on the easel. I have to see. Just have to try it and then see what works and what doesn't work. But I just think that I'm more able to lean back a bit and look look at it a bit more far away than I would on the when it's lying flat. It gives you a better overview. I think it does. So you need to try it and see how you like it if you have one. I think it's very individual if you like it or not. So yeah. So as I was saying, also I have these birthday cards coming also. So I hope I can see everything at the moment is getting held back in customs. So I don't know how long it's going to take for them to be here. But I hope we've got a child's birthday on I think it's the middle of January. So I hope to have one of those done for that birthday. But I'm really I saw all the unpackaging or unboxing of the cards, the Christmas cards. So I'm really looking forward to see how the birthday cards are and if they're going to be any different than and what they're inside and so on. There wasn't any pictures of how they looked inside, so that's going to be quite nice to see them as well. So I can post a link to them if you're interested in seeing these birthday cards when the live's done. So they are on AliExpress. Yeah, mine is standing against this one is really Kathleen. It's really movable, this one, because it's just a piece of wood. so it's I think it's what is it, 90 times 60 or something centimeters. But I've got it standing against the wall, so it's quite sturdy. So I haven't had any. That was also one of my concerns, that I would have when you push down and press on it, that it would slip. But as long as you got it against something sturdy, there hasn't been any issues with it. So yeah, they are quite nice to work on, and I can feel it on my back and in my shoulders that I'm not as stressed. So the next thing is that I have to have a table where I can stand at also, so you can get some exercise because you sit a lot. So next thing on the wishing list, so you could do that. We have that on at work. So I have a tendency of sitting half an hour and then standing half an hour at work, because otherwise we're going to, you sit. I'm at work normally 8 hours, so and if you sit all day and looking into a monitor, you go, so it's not very healthy, and so we have a tendency also to remind each other in the work office to remember to stand up in some while. Yeah, both of you should try an easel if you got it. It is. I think it's an artist easel. You can use. Frutini had a link. My husband said he found this one in Denmark in a local store. I haven't been able to find it, so I sent him the link from Amazon, and he contacted some few Danish stores, and they had it. But I think this one, so you can take a look at yourself. I can just see if I can find the link that Fortini sent to me on the easel, and you can see what I'm working on, because they are like yeah, and that's really one of those things that I'm also really bad with, because I get so much into it also when I'm doing the heaven and earth design, where you're so concentrated and you're so you're doing 10 times 10 square at a time, and you're really concentrated and focused, and you're sitting and saying, okay, I'm doing this part now, and then you do this part, and you just forget everything around you, and then after a while you look up and there's been 2 hours where you've sat really leaned forward and with almost really bad back. So but I think this one gets you're sitting a bit more straight. And I've bought I've bought a chair as well, where there's no it's just a stool without any backing on it. So also just not to get too comfy, somewhat for my back, and to avoid that I develop problems with my back. That would be so annoying if you weren't able to diamond paint because you got some problems with your back. So yeah. I think I need some more extras of these ones. Oh, I'm just sitting and wondering whether I should change color. I just think that I need to do this one up here, and then I'm going to see if I can find the lighter colors and try and start on her back and herself. So how about you? How do you celebrate New Year's Eve? In Denmark, it's really, really big. We get together in the neighborhoods, and people come greeting each other, and lots of fireworks, and young people going out in the streets, and just a lot of having fun, and just being out and talking to each other and so on. I don't know how you celebrate New Year's Eve. We are staying home because it's also one of those times at the year where you risk to have your windows painted with toothbrush or toothpaste, or one of the really big things is also to have toilet paper all over your garden. So we really want to stay home because we got a lot of young people around us, so it's nice just to keep an eye on the house and prevent them to do too much. They're not damaging it, but they are. Some we've 1 year we came home and they had rearranged all our garden furniture. Our neighbors came home to where the garden furniture were hanging in the on the top of the the roof. So so it's not, they're not destroying it, but they're just being really naughty. So it's nice to be home and just having your own kids outside. Mine doesn't do that. So but they act as a preventive against having those kids coming into our garden and so on. So, but that's just a part of it. Oh, that sounds nice. Okay, you don't do anything, Miss crochet. And I don't do anything. We just watched all the fireworks going off around us. Where are you from, Diamond Paint Heaven? Are you from you're from the UK? Do you have fireworks there? You New Year's Eve as well? Hi, Mandy. Yeah, we do have a lot of fireworks New Year's Eve. I've promised one of the other YouTubers that I will do a video of it, and so I will take a video of how much fireworks will go off there at 12. If I'm able to, I can just do it from inside. And you're from the US. Okay, there's usually a lot of events here. Here you're allowed to buy it for yourself. So we buy it for ourselves. Every house here almost comes out at 12 and have fireworks, and so it's pretty big here also as well. So it's really good. It's just that here, that sometimes there's always, as you know, mixing fireworks with alcohol isn't the best combination. So every year there is accidents with people having lost fingers and hands, and there's already been one who's in a critical state at one of our hospitals because he had imported some illegal fireworks, and apparently he transported it in his car, and somehow he wanted to show some other guys the fireworks, so he lit it in his car, and it exploded. So he's in a really bad state as well. So and that's before New Year's Eve already. So that's it. Yeah. So, but that happens every year almost. That takes place. Yeah, it's really awful, and so the discussion is every year after New Year's Eve that it needs to be banned, and we need to make the rules more strict and so on. But it's been impossible, and I don't think it's anything that's going to happen quite soon, because it's just part of the Danish tradition. And when you've got traditions, they're not easy to break down. So so sometimes they just So we ignored it and try to learn our kids how to go about fireworks in the best manner. So our kids are learning how to not go back if it hasn't lit properly and so on. So there's a lot of rules that we have that our kids are learning, and so I hope I can send them off and they have learned to treat it with respect. So yeah, it's the same thing here, Diamond Paint Heaven. We also have these teenagers here. Yeah, I think they just they're just being really bad. I remember when I was living in in Odense. It's the third biggest town in Denmark, and New Year's Eve, you didn't go into the center of the town. You didn't go out that night. You stayed at home if possible, because of teenagers running wild and yeah, lighting everything up with their fireworks. So yeah. We have had some really bad accidents, but mostly I think the last couple of years they've mostly been or they are mostly eye accidents because of people have leaned over the fireworks, not being. They've gone on off too earlier than expected. They've not worn the safety glasses and so on. So that's been mostly the biggest accidents that we've had in Denmark. That's these with fireworks. So we don't. I think there has been some accidents where people has gotten killed by it, but it's been where the fireworks have been illegal, where they have either tried to produce them themselves, or they've taken some apart and tried to do it bigger, or they've just they've used fireworks meant for big shows and so on, and to be handled by professionals and not them. So there has been some years where that's been happening as well. So yeah, that's also one of the things. I think our dogs are really. I think, I don't know, we've got a Jack Russell who's 1.5 year now, and I think he looks to be a bit nervous. Last year he was only half a year, and I don't even think with how old he was that he noticed it. But this year he seems to be much more alert, bit more excited. So I don't know how he's going to react. If there's a lot of sound, we just have the TV on and everybody just go about with the normal thing. He doesn't react. He's and they are. I don't know. I haven't had a dog who has reacted to firework in that manner before. We have had Labradors, and then we've got this Jack Russell one, and he just seems to be more sensitive. He's I don't know how to say, but he's a bit more alert than our Labradors have been. So I don't know if he's just going to get used to it and look at us and say, okay, they're ignoring it, so or so should I do it. But we just need to see. Sometimes it's so bad here that people have had to go to the vet and get medication, sleep medication for the dogs, because they get so afraid. We've got my husband is a hunter, so our Labradors has always been used for hunting. So they're used to to loud noises and sudden noises and so on. But that doesn't mean that they're used to fireworks. It's not the same thing. But we haven't had a big reaction from them. It's just a new one here. Yeah, so Mandy, that's not, yeah, a rescue staffy. Yeah, I don't know. So it's really good that you don't have too many fireworks. Here it gets really bad here, New Year's Eve, of course, but it's also the days around it that it keeps that if I go outside now, there's just it sounds like a thunder outside at the moment because it's all over the city. So there's it's like having a muffled sound of thunder all over at the moment. That's I think also for the wildlife it's really hard on them. But I don't know. I've never seen them panic or anything. So I don't know if they have that that they know that this time of year, this time around, or this time of year, they have to go out in the woods and hide, or I don't know what they do. But it must be really, really hard on the wildlife as well. So yeah. It's really weird that I'm really going to see I'm eager to see her finished and done because I really think that the colors are really dark, and they're more dark than I expected them to be. But you know, sometimes you don't know how they turn out, these paintings, before you've seen them. I remember I got one from, I think it's from Stitchermont.com, which is a web page. It's also got a Facebook group. I think it was one of my first large paintings, and it was for swan. And I remember getting them, and the swans are white, aren't they? So I got greens, and there were no white colors on it. It was all different colors than white. And I remember her telling me that I shouldn't be nervous. Just try and do it, and it's going to turn out okay. And the swan is going to be white. And I thought, she's crazy. No near is it going to be white, but it is white. It's really pretty as well, but it's one of the most confetti-filled paintings that I've ever done. So she charts she's got a photographer who takes pictures of sceneries, animals, and so on, and they sell them together. You can't see her arm. I think I can, but the colors are too close. Yeah, Kathleen. She has arms. Should I just take off the light again so you can see her a bit better? She has arms. I don't know if you can see her now. Did I just froze? I think so. Yeah, mine froze as well. Sorry, I'm just seeing. I'm just seeing if I can do something. Let's just see. I'm just trying to see if I can restore this. Otherwise, I'm just going to go off and then start another one. Let's just see. It's really weird that I can see the... Let's just try and see if I can do this. No.